We're live, Steve.
Good evening. We are live. Dave confirmed that during the loading screen. So welcome to a brand new show where we will be painting Marvel Crisis Protocol. So thank you very much to Atomic Mass Games for sponsoring this show. We have Pixelated Dave up there in the top left-hand corner. So I get to say whatever the hell I like within reason. So yeah, welcome back, Craig, our professional artist. Dave's at the mercy of me now. And we are, of course, joined by Kelly. We have not had you on, Kelly, for a long time.
It's been a minute for sure. It's good to see you guys.
I think the last time you was on, we painted Illithids, didn't we, from the Frameworks range?
One of us did.
Yes, one of us did. Yeah. We would have been doing different things, but yeah, I think that was the last time you was on. You was painting your Illithid from the Frameworks range. So welcome back. You do paint a lot of Marvel Crisis Protocol from your Instagram feed.
Oh, you could say that.
Well, we'll put up a link to that when I remember where I left it. So you can find Kelly at Kelcore668 on Instagram. So go and take a look at his work. It is fantabulous, fantastic, awesome. Yeah. So what are you painting? We'll start with you, Kel. What are you painting tonight?
Well, after hemming and hawing and weighing the pros and cons of certain support systems and all that, I decided to go with just something that has a super sturdy grounded base, and I'm going to do Cyclops.
Cool.
Because if I'm on stream, I don't want to fiddle around with a bunch of shaky parts.
No. Is that from the X-Men affiliates box?
It is.
Yeah, cool. That's a nice pose, that one. And Craig, welcome back. I hope you're suitably rested after painting more Shatterpoint than the rest of us combined.
Yes.
What are you painting tonight?
I am going to paint Man-Thing tonight.
I'm jealous.
Awesome. Did you prime that in green?
It is primed in green, black, and then a green zenith over it.
Okay, cool. You could put that on the table now. I wouldn't know the difference. So if you want to see more of Craig's work, you can head over to dragonskullstudios.com. You can see all the stuff that Craig's painted. And like I say, you painted much more of Shatterpoint range than both myself and Dave combined. So well done. And you also painted two strike squads for a charity event you had at the weekend as well, didn't you?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I'll be curious. I haven't heard the numbers from the silent auction yet, so I will be curious to that. But they were extremely excited to get those, so it's glad to do it.
Oh, cool. There goes Dave.
There goes Dave. I know Dave is painting the core box, but I don't know what in the core box he will be painting. So wait till Dave gets back. I am going to paint Juggernaut because it's big and my eyes need a rest. So I'm going to paint that, or as much of that as I can paint in 2 hours, minus the intro. So yeah, I do have some slides as well, actually. Yes, to remind me what I'm supposed to be saying. I don't normally do the intro, so I have an excuse. So thank you once again to Atomic Mass Games who are sponsoring this show. You can head over to atomicmassgames.com, check out their ranges. They have Star Wars Shatterpoint, which is the previous show that we did, Marvel Crisis Protocol, which is the current show we are starting today, and of course other ranges. I think was it Star Wars Legions? They do.
Yep, there's Legion.
Yeah,
Legion
so
and X-Wing.
An X-Wing. Yeah, so there's a new version of Legion launching this year, isn't there?
Yes.
Remastered.
Are they not doing X-Wing anymore?
I don't believe so.
Okay. well, head over to their site, because if you want any reference for painting these miniatures, which is what I have up on the other screen, they're an awesome resource for just looking at the painting that's been done on there. Really, really good sort of images to follow.
Spinnable, surround images. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. A lot of inspiration there. Thanks also to our other sponsors, which is Army Painter at thearmypainter.com, who produce paints, and Dave will use the speed paints, I'm sure, when he comes back on and starts painting up that core box, and also brushes. So I always use the Army Painter brushes because they're the best brushes I've got. And of course, turbodork.com. So if Dave does paint Iron Man, then when I painted Iron Man previously, I used TurboDork and it came out awesome. They make really good metallics, shifter paints, and of course their new airbrush range as well, which is not long been out. So head over to turbodork.com and check out their wares. And they will be at Games Expo in the UK this year. It's got no excuse about import, export fees and all the rest of it, because there'll be plenty of paint at Games Expo.
Did you hear that, everyone? Steve has had enough of your excuses.
just buy some and try it. Right, so we've made rambling on. I'll put the music on, and we'll get started. So pick up your brushes, ready, steady, paint.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, paint.
And I will introduce everyone on the stream to the dulcet tones. Oh no, there won't be a UKG. Right, so I've given you a load of tough information there.
Oh, did they drop?
I should interrogate Dave more when he's back on. But anyway, in the meantime, the dulcet tones of the Elven Glade shall grace your ears whilst we commence our painting.
It's perfect for painting superheroes.
So the slides that are up at the moment this is a second version, second edition, I suppose you call it, of the core box. I have first edition of the core box, and this is definitely the second edition because it's called Earth's Mightiest core set. I believe the miniatures, the characters are the same.
Ish.
I think it might be one different. But certainly all of the poses are different, aren't they? They're all revised. There's a lot more action focused with the poses.
Yeah, in a way, it's just my biggest thing with the new core set is just how much easier everything seems to be to assemble.
Right.
Having blown through the first core set, and of course I got a second core set, and I want to get yet another core set because I get all these stupid ideas for minis I've already painted, and conversions and altering things and crap like that.
Yeah.
So it'll happen someday, when they finally don't release minis that I'm super stoked to get, which doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Because there's a Phoenix coming out next month, and oh boy, do I want it.
No.
There was a Phoenix already, weren't there?
No, there's a Jean Grey, but there's definitely not a Phoenix.
Okay.
Now, I painted up my Jean Grey in Phoenix colors, but...
yes, that's why I remember it, yeah.
Yeah. But no, there will be a actual, real deal Phoenix. And I am super stoked about that.
Because you even did them in different styles from what I remember. You did a sort of a muted realism style color, and then you did pure comic book color palette as well, didn't you? I remember the Hulk in the different grains looked awesome.
Oh yeah, and that execution, don't get it twisted, Steve. There is nothing purposeful or thought out about that. To quote a not so wise man, but a very quotable man, do I look like the kind of person that has a plan? So yeah, the differences in execution of like my Hulk, because my Immortal Hulk, you're right, is a lot more, I guess, realistic and grounded looking, and my other Hulk, the Hulk, I don't know what you would call the regular old Hulk, so we'll just call him regular old Hulk. Is certainly quite a bit more comic booky and more of a vibrant green.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just do what I do, and whatever comes out, and people seem to like it. So,
Oh yeah.
What have you painted this year so far?
this year has been kind of chaotic. I have switched positions in the company I work for yet again. So I've been doing a bunch of training and stuff like that. And what have I painted? What have I finished this year? I've painted some fantasy minis. Some 3D prints I got off Etsy and stuff like that. Just for a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
I've painted a Bullseye for Marvel Crisis Protocol. I've done War Machine. Recently, AMG in cooperation with my favorite paints, Monument Hobbies, their Pro Acryls.
Yep.
They recently collaborated on some new colors, and I saw those, and I'm just like, well, where were those when I painted my X-Men?
Yeah. That's one of the things we'll be looking for at UK Games Expo is those two sets.
Oh, they're fantastic. Got them both as soon as I could get my grubby mitts on them. And I did a little bit of a refresh on my Wolverine that was standing on the Sentinel hand.
Yeah.
And looks a lot better. Because that figure is deceptively complex as far as its angles and how you need to approach painting and, make everything kind of stand out.
So I knew as soon as I started this, I'd fixate over bloody skin colour. I am.
And rightly so. Oh, hey, look, everybody, it's Dave.
It's Dave.
Hello. You're on mute.
I was just waving and trying to shake my paint at the same time.
Multitasking, Dave.
Yeah, it's like, hello. Sorry. The internet is not my friend today.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, how is it that I'm having an easier time getting on stream than you? That's bizarre.
I know. Exactly. But it's good to see everyone again.
What are you painting, by the way?
I am painting from the core box. I have a Ms. Marvel and a Captain America ready, primed and ready. I tried to do, what do they call it? The thingy, the Xenophon. Xenophon Prime. I've tried to do that, which I'm assuming is black then white.
Yes,
Is that right?
that's
Depends
correct.
on how
So I'm trying to
nitpicky.
do that.
Depends on how nitpicky you want to be about it.
Or it could
Yep.
be black and green like I did.
We have a question.
I'm not putting the phone on because I think the phone was just eating up my signal. So
Yeah, no problem. So, question is, what's the terrain in the core for Marvel Crisis Protocol? So, in the original box, you got 2 dumpsters, 2 cars, which you could paint up in any style. And I've seen like yellow with the black and white checkerboards for the New York taxis. You got a newspaper stand, and I think 2 lamp posts or traffic light standees. So there was a fair bit, and the dumpsters and the cars and the newspaper stand. Newspaper stand was pretty large, so you could use that for elevating your miniatures when you're playing the game, which is quite fun because you can climb and stuff.
Certain characters
What's
can
in
also
new
pick
box?
them up and throw them,
They can, yeah.
like
Yeah.
your boy Juggernaut there.
Yes. Is that the same in the new box as well, Dave?
no, you can find out exactly what is in the core set by checking out the unboxing video. Available right now on the Badgers channel or at all good retailers. It is available. Go check it out. Oh, look, that's the old setup. Here we go. No, there is a couple of cars. There's a couple of crushed cars. There is a building which is a Roxxon building. I'm not sure what kind of building it is, but it's got a bunch of
It's a gas station.
Ultron smashed into it. Oh, it could be, yeah, because there is a petrol pump kind of thing.
Yep.
Fuel pump. So yeah, I think you're right on that one. But yeah, and you've got some Ultron figures crawling out from the rubble. And that's pretty cool. You got the usual thing. There's some barrels. There were some blockades. There were some street lamps. But yeah, it's quite nice. Warrior Prince is in the audience. Shout out to Warrior Prince. How you doing?
Hello.
So wasn't there also some of the heroes also had their own, for lack of a better word, terrain? Wasn't there a Deadpool with like his taco truck and?
Oh yeah.
There's the mansion from Doctor Strange. There's the Shrine of Sabara and Apocalypse. There's a Wakanda waterfall.
There's a really nice
Wakanda terrain pack as well, which has got an APC in it and a few other bits and pieces. There's a Roxxon terrain pack with an oil tanker and barrels and stuff. And I think there's an alien terrain pack as well.
Indeed. There's
Crash
also a Crash Sentinel terrain pack.
There is, yeah. I forgot about that one. That one's really good.
It's basically the same. You basically get the same thing in that pack as you do in the core set, just without the replace the downed Ultron bots with a down Sentinel.
Oh, okay.
And there's a New York City apartment block.
Yep.
Because you've painted that.
I sure have. Actually, I've painted up all the terrain bits you've mentioned, except for Wakanda, the Asgardian terrain I haven't painted, and I haven't painted the Tomb of Dracula, unfortunately, and I really want to.
Thanos' throne, wasn't there a throne? Him on a.
There is. I have that. But yeah, I've painted everything from the core set. I've painted everything from the second core set as far as terrain goes. The Weapon X bunker. What else I got over there? Oh, there's some cool. There's a cool ruined Oscorp building scene from their first Rivals pack with Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus. And yeah, there's a New York City pack where you can get another Daily Bugle stand, and you can also make a like a little coffee bodega stand as well.
Yeah.
Just lots of cool stuff.
Because the rival panels are actually quite good, because you get a decent sized piece of terrain like a centerpiece,
Oh,
and
very
you get
much
two
so.
character miniatures as well.
Yes.
In not in the same pose as you do for the normal character, however, which is good.
Yeah, and very often they're, except for that very first one with Spider-Man and Doc Ock, they are, brand new models with brand new stats.
Yeah, because the Wakanda one, which is the Panther Cave, the cards are also hologram coated as well,
Mhm.
which was really cool. Made it very special.
Steve Warrior Prince 3D was asking what you were painting.
I am painting Juggernaut. I'll get it a bit closer to the camera. Ignore the Illuminous face. That was the first skin tone I used, and now I'm doing it differently. Should press the button and try and focus that. Yeah. So please ignore the face. Yeah, Kelly's got Cyclops. Craig's got Man Thing, and Dave is doing Miss Marvel and Captain America.
Yeah, I'm going to do Miss Marvel first, I think.
That's a good plan.
I'm going to try and do an hour on each one.
That's a really good plan. They have similar paint schemes, and yeah, since you have those paints out.
I planned it that way.
See, Dave is the kind of person that has a plan.
You do try and batch paint recently.
I did. That was Star Wars though, so that was a galaxy far, far away. But
galaxy far, far away.
Far, far away. But yeah, this is just how it came about.
Has a Miss Marvel pose changed?
Oh yeah.
Box?
Yeah.
First of all, there are two different models, one in her regular form and the other in her binary form.
Yeah. Okay.
And lots of options. Well, not lots of options, but it's still more options than you got with the original one. And the original one is a beautiful pose.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I really like the original one, and I like the ribbons because they look quite delicate on the pose.
Yes.
And they've done the same here as well. There's two really nice the waist ribbons. They do look very, very nice. So yeah, once again, great poses. Dragonborn says cap is cool from the core set. Great pose. Yeah, it's nice actually. It's nice. It's what I got. It's like the chess piece pose. I like that. I'll try and get me working camera on again in a sec, but I'm busy painting, and then I'll be back. I'm trying to get this at the shoulder, and it's not lining up too well. Warrior says these are multi poses. No, there are different bits you can swap in and out. So not exactly poses, but like heads, arms.
Yeah, on Juggernaut, you can either have.
Oh, good evening, Ian.
Yeah, see you later, Ian. On Juggernaut, you can either have the hand holding the traffic light, which is what I've gone for, or you could just have a clenched fist.
Warrior Prince 3D asked if there was a zombie set in the range.
Oh, I wish there was. Not in terms of Marvel zombies, but there is the zombie side. So not in this range. Where is? I've got. Oh, it's a toe.
So Kelly, is there a character that you'd like to see that is not yet available?
there are dozens of characters I would like to see that aren't available. But first and foremost, and I'm trying to keep in mind I have a pretty good memory as far as this sort of thing goes, but it's not perfect, and I certainly don't work for AMG. But first and foremost, I want Fantastic Four minis.
Mm. Yeah.
I am really hoping that with the movie coming out this summer, that this incredibly noticeable hole in their line will be filled.
Do you reckon there was some licensing issues with that?
I mean, it's possible. Again, I have no idea. I can only speculate.
Because didn't Sony?
Sony or
Still up
Fox. I can't remember which one held.
Yeah.
One of them.
Whoops.
But yeah, I mean, Fantastic Four, first and foremost. I want to paint a thing. I want to paint a Doctor Doom.
Because I think I would like to see some of, like, coming out of Loki's and Doomsday, some of the variant heroes. They could be an interesting paint up.
Well, another thing that AMG does that I really, really like is they don't. I mean, obviously, they have a bunch of what you would expect.
Right.
We've got a bunch of different bases covered as far as Wolverine goes, and there's like 3 different Captain Americas and stuff like that. But they also are really good at putting out figures that you wouldn't expect. Like Beta Ray Bill. That one got me super excited. They came out with Shang-Chi and Silver Sable, and which I think is awesome. I think those are great characters, and they're not like what you would expect because they're not obvious, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So with
For
that
me,
said,
I think if they can have Squirrel Girl,
yep,
then I should be able to see in the future and see a my favorite duck coming up.
Howard, absolutely.
Howard.
He would absolutely be on my short list. I mean, they're coming out with Spider Ham.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get my hands on Peter Porker.
Peter Porker, the amazing Spider Ham.
I would like to see weird old characters like Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and get this running again.
I was thinking there were some villains that I would really love to see too, but the only thing that's coming to mind is Doom.
Yeah.
I would love to see some costume variants of, some of these X-Men, like some John Byrne era.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of have that with their Cyclops mini, and you kind of have that with a couple others, but they're kind of close, but not right there, which is great. I mean, AMG does their own thing a lot of the time with the costumes.
And we also got Logan in the cowboy hat. You've got Weapon X. You've got so many different. But I agree, it'd be neat to see some other ones.
God, what else?
For those of you joining live, if you do have questions for Craig, for Kelly, for Steve, for me, do shout them out. Put them into chat. and I'll interrupt Steve so he can put them on the screen. And also, guys, something we're going to be doing going forward. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I just saw it peak. Going forward, whoever wins the gold star, that model will appear on the thumbnail for the YouTube session.
Cool.
Woohoo.
Breaking rights.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a spoiler, though?
No.
Okay.
Right, give this a go. Camera. Oh, I was going to say cameras no, but it's peaking again. Like, got to be something going on. Like there must be another update or something to the phones.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to like it.
There was quite a few updates at work this week with the with Windows and various different Citrix things. So I don't know if there's been some viruses that have been after or something. I don't know. I've had more updates at work this week than usual as well.
And for those of you joining live, if you're painting, what are you painting? Are you tidying up? Are you cooking? Or eating your Chinese? What are you up to?
Chinese.
And then I'm going to need my specs. I'm going to need my RoboCop in a minute.
Not for nothing, but I just turned 53 on Monday.
Ooh,
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
happy
And,
birthday.
Thanks. And I'm thinking more and more about getting some of those RoboCop specs.
Yep. They are pretty good. They definitely do help. He says not using them.
Just embrace it, Kelly, and get a pair.
Yeah, I mean, I've embraced just about all the other aspects of, getting to be a Silverbeard. Get off my lawn and all that stuff.
That's right. Darn kids.
Get off my lawn. I have to once again say, where were these paints when I first started painting my X-Men about a year or two ago? So that is about as X-Men a blue as ever been.
Which blue?
The dark navy blue highlighted
Ah.
up with what is that? The bright green blue. It's awesome. It is awesome. God, I love this paint.
Yeah, I picked those up when I was at Adepticon and couldn't wait to get home and give them a whirl and really enjoyed them.
Man, I'm jealous. I wanted to go to Adepticon, but per usual, financially not in the cards. Even though Illinois is just a hop and a skip, really, but yeah.
Well, it's in Milwaukee this year.
Oh well, okay.
Last
So
year,
now I'm
yeah.
totally justified because that makes it 2 states over.
Yeah. I definitely plan on going back next year. This year was my first, and
I hear
Yeah.
it is just a really, really good time,
it was.
and I haven't been to a con in ages. And I kind of miss it.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to change my specs. And I think it's definitely not connecting to the phone, so I'm gonna get rid of that.
Yeah. I have a question about Captain America's shield. Actually, the star and the
Where is his mighty shield?
And the styling on it, is that all embossed, or have you got freehand that?
Well, I can't show you, but it's all
No,
embossed.
I know. It's embossed, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I can get some. Actually, let's do that instead. So, what I'll do is I'll quickly get some photos. And then you'll be able to see my Zenithal priming.
This will be the first time you've used it, isn't it?
Yeah. Miss Marvel is actually upside down at the moment. Right, there we go. I've got some photos. I will put those on the Instagram, Steve.
Cool.
Which you can find at that one. Instagram.com/BoundofBadgers, just in case you didn't know.
When you say Miss Marvel,
Ms. Marvel.
do you mean Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel, yes. I still know Captain Marvel as Ms. Marvel.
That's fair. And it's the same person.
Yep. Still Carol Danvers.
Same person, better costume now, but
Yes, but definitely better costume. Right, I'm gonna get my specs on. We go for the mid range today. Feeling a bit mid range.
Feeling a little mid, Dave?
Yeah, bit mid range. There we go. Can't see it. Richard's gone bye bye. Warrior Prince. I've got to lift these up now. Can't see nothing. For those of you who have got us on in the background while you're painting your own stuff on YouTube, let us know in the comments below what heroes you're painting, or what ones you're looking forward to, or what ones gave you the hardest time. Would
Or
like
what
to.
villains you're painting.
Yeah. What mashups you've done would be good.
So the people at home can't hear it probably, but this lovely Elvin Glade music that Dave is playing, every once in a while, there's this elf chick that whispers so softly in your ear. You think she's right there, and it takes you by surprise, and you kind of want to reach back and punch. So the moral of the story is, if you think this is easy, you just think again.
We're at 10 minutes to the top of the hour. How is progress for people?
Slow.
Done. I can't.
Yeah.
Dave, what paints are you using?
I am actually not using Army Painter at the moment.
What?
Yeah. I know Steve was like, Steve thought he knew everything in the intro. He's like, yeah, Dave's gonna be using, and I'm like, no, I'm not. But I've got no internet, so I can't argue.
No.
No, I'm not.
So what you using?
I'm actually using the WizKids D&D paint
Oh, okay.
because I wanted to try doing some solid color, just to see what mischief I could get up to, if it would look good. Because I'm sure I did solid color in the last core set, so I'm going to give it another go. Which, by the way, you can see those episodes on our channel, on our new playlist called the Introduction to Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have our original interview with Will Schick. We have some painting that we did with JD was on there as well a while ago.
Yeah, I painted
Yeah, so it's
this
fun,
guy.
fun. Yep, and everything is on there. So check those out. I'm going to go bright yellow, I think, rather than gold. Use my spinner. So, has everybody seen New Avengers?
I have not.
Steve, Craig?
The Thunderbolts.
New Avengers.
I
haven't
have
seen that.
not yet. We my son and I talked about maybe this weekend. Depends on his coaching schedule and work schedule.
Yeah, samesies. I'll probably end up seeing it Sunday. You go see it, Dave?
We did. We went to go and see it, to check it out. I enjoyed it. The if you know the story of Sentry from
And I
the
do.
comics,
And I do.
it's the probably the entire or most of the Sentry story in 2 hours.
Okay, so that's condensed.
Yes, but it was fun.
Nope. I did, however, watch Daredevil Born Again religiously because, Daredevil.
Yeah.
And wow. just wow. That first episode punches you in the gut.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. That's the only one I've watched. Is the first episode.
Oh, goodness. You're in for a bit of a treat later, too.
Yeah.
I will be spoiler free. I don't want to be, but I will be.
Ah,
Right.
the glasses fell off. Right. Got to unplug. You can spoil it for Steve. He won't mind.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
So, Steve, you were talking about season 2, Steve, not season 1.
Season 2 of what?
Daredevil.
It's only been one.
Okay, not the original Daredevil. The new Daredevil. Yeah.
Yeah. Born
Right.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I've seen the first episode
Okay.
because the previous Daredevil was Netflix, and
Yeah.
this is now the Disney Daredevil.
They have kept a shocking amount of stuff from the Netflix shows. which is awesome because those shows were great.
They were.
I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin alone is just holy wow.
Mhm.
Dude is just mind blowing how he can be just so insanely menacing by just smiling.
Is it the first 40 minutes that he gets killed off in Full Metal Jacket, but he's still probably one of the most iconic scenes in the film.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny to think of him as he's that guy.
I mean, there's that. There's Vin Diesel in Saving Private Ryan.
Yep. Oh, that one fell off.
So, guys, refresh my memory because I have, and regrettably, been out of the loop for a while. You know, I've kind of poked my nose in here and there, you know, on the WhatsApp and all that. But things have just been really chaotic lately. Did you guys end up having Dallas Kemp on?
Yep.
We did. Yep.
Yeah, it's been on a couple of times actually.
Has he? Man, I need to go back and check that out then, because that dude is pretty darn amazing.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely guy. Came on. We were talking about all different kinds of bits and pieces. Unfortunately, he's not coming to the UK. But he was at Adapticon, wasn't he?
Yep.
Craig?
Yes, he was.
I mean, watching that guy paint on stream is pretty inspiring.
Yep. Yeah, we were able to yell at each other from across the way as I was trying to get my I'm No Jedi pack, and he was heading off to do a class.
Was that I'm No Jedi pack? Was that a con exclusive?
It is a con exclusive this year.
Man,
Now, it will be sold online during the whatever con it's at. So the next con will be UK Games Expo, I believe.
Yep.
And it should show up online during that, and then at the end of con season for them, it will be excuse me, made available.
so you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance. There's always a
Excellent.
chance.
Excellent.
We've just passed the first hour. How's everybody getting on? Do you want to do a check-in?
Sure.
Oh, once
have a
again,
Sure. Right, let's do Kelly. Let's bring up the mini. We're going to bring you full screen. How are we getting on? Zoom. Cyclops is looking good.
pretty good. Again, part 2 of where were these paints when I painted my first batch of X-Men.
Yep.
Part 2 is the yellow, because again, not endorsed by, not paid by, not they don't even know I exist. But both Monument and
AMP colors, yeah.
yep, this orange yellow is just awesome, especially for characters with a bunch of yellow on them, like well, pick an X-Man.
Nice. Looking good. Oh, wrong button. Steve, let's go to you. Oh, Steve's got his hairdryer on. Craig, over to you, Craig.
Over to me. Let's see. What do I got going on here? Got him pulled off the base.
Very nice. Yeah.
God, I want that mini.
Yeah, I am going to figure out how to. I got some Vallejo diorama of the still water.
Yeah,
And I want
yeah.
to do. I want to make swamp water, so I am going to figure it out that sometime during these painting sessions to do up this base.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, even just a thin coat would be awesome on that.
yeah, something with a little disgusting slime color and some to it, and
Heck yeah. See how good
Steve,
I'm
how
being
you
not
doing?
swearing, by the way, Dave?
What was that?
You see how good I'm being, by the way, Dave?
By not swearing, yeah, you're good. You're good. It won't get you a gold star. You can swear when you lose, but
Yeah, that dog will hunt.
Oh, look at that! Juggernaut is coming alive.
Oh, dude,
Ooh.
yeah.
Come on, focus.
Bofus?
Focus. There we go. So I'm just
All right.
highlighting the.
So what
helmet.
flesh tone are you using?
I mixed that, so that was dead flesh mixed with a bit of bloody red.
Okay.
Wow.
It is nice.
Right.
It is real
Yeah.
nice. Dead flesh and
Thank you.
bloody red.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
From Army
so yeah.
Painter? Or
No, Vallejo game color. So it's yeah, dead. That's the name
Dead
of
Flesh.
the paints. Game color, dead flesh, and game color, bloody red.
okay.
Cool.
Very nice.
But the it's a bit warm in here, and the paints are very sticky.
Yeah.
Sticky.
It's not,
Sticky
not
and
ideal.
All right, Dave.
Right, I'll try and do this. And Steve, you have to take control.
Yep.
Gotta get that.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it going to focus?
Grrr.
Not really going to focus, but there we go. There it is. It's going to focus on everything that's behind
Except
me.
your mini.
Your hand looks beautiful.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Oh,
There we
look
go.
at that. That's good.
Grrr.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
trying to use solid color. And
You're
definition.
succeeding at using solid color.
Yep.
The shoulder and neck part looks really good with the yellow and red.
Yep. So I've got to do the hair. I'm trying to find different yellow for the hair. Got to do the flesh tone. But everything else is there. It just won't focus. But yeah, it looks good. I'm
does
quite
look good.
pleased with how that's come out.
Very good.
Okay.
Have you done any cap?
No. I can show you. Let's see if he show you the shield. Can you see that?
Oh yeah. That looks good.
There you go.
This is such a cool mini. That's why I want to get another Earth's Mightiest core set. Just to do another one of those, except he's standing
Yeah.
on an Ultron carcass.
Take it away, Steve.
Yeah.
There you go. But I've taken photos. I'll put those up on the Instagram. Guys, if you can all do photos as well, send them
Yep.
over or put them on Instagram and hashtag Bandit Badgers. That's
Is
fine.
shooting it to you in the WhatsApp okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. We've got a nice little collection. Right. I need a flesh tone and a different yellow for hair.
I can recommend dead flesh and bloody red.
And he'll run it right over.
Yeah, I'm using these ones. These are the little mini ones.
The adorable little D&D ones.
Yeah, they're not. I really getting into my little travel sets at the moment, and these are pretty ideal.
But they're perfectly serviceable Valeos. It's
Yep. Here we go. Let's go with that one. Oh, that's it. And there, and I need a yellow. Let's go with that one. Got my spinner. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Ah, forgot me specs. Forgot me Robocop.
No, we've gotten to the point where people are talking to themselves.
Yes. Always.
You get past the concentration, you're then into I'm on my own.
Who has a little yellow belt? Yes, you do. Yes, you do have a little yellow belt.
My inner voice usually is like, why are you doing that? It's not the color I told you to use.
Did you really mean to use magenta instead of green? Because I don't think you did. Oh, crap, he's getting fancy. He's busting out the fluorescent paints. One thing about painting a dude with a bunch of straps and belts on him, you sure do want to swear a lot.
Hmm.
Everyone's gone super quiet again.
Shh, I'm painting. Lord knows I can't do this without with distractions.
What do you normally do? Do you have music on? Do you watch the TV?
Every
what do you
form
do?
of distraction imaginable is on. There is music, there is podcasts, there's YouTube videos, there's whatever I feel like that. I don't know. There's so I mentioned Dallas earlier, and one of the things that I've really taken away from watching him paint on streams and whatnot is just applying philosophy to what you're doing.
Yep.
And so I've really taken that to heart, and one could accuse this hobby of being somewhat meditative rather, in nature. And they say if you can get in a zone while being in an environment that is quite distracting, you are well, you're doing it right. You're achieving something.
Mm.
So, with that in mind, yeah, I paint with some of the loudest, heaviest music you could possibly want. Some of the funniest podcasts that you could listen to. Yeah. And the cool thing is, not only am I painting and painting to a certain level, but I'm also aware of what else is going on around me. So
Yep.
I think I'm doing something right. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. If anybody would like to correct me on that, they are more than welcome to. Send any comments and criticisms to Dave.
Yep. Put them in the comments below or on a postcard.
Postcards preferred because he likes to see the wild.
Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm now
Yeah.
painting.
There he is.
I'm now painting the body.
Cool. Good.
So you just go for a traditional juggy paint scheme there, Steve?
Yeah, I'm using the box as a reference.
Nothing wrong with that. The cool thing is, these are all already pretty strong designs.
They are. I'm not quite confident enough to go with. I mean, quite fun to paint him in the yellow of classic X-Men colours or something for a laugh, but I'm not sure I'm up to that level of interpretation.
I mean, there's a temptation to get one and paint him in his current, black and red costume.
Yeah, true.
So, Steve, is there a character that you would like to see that you haven't seen from them yet?
It would have to be Fantastic Four.
Oh, man.
I'd like to paint a Johnny Storm.
Yeah. Can you just see it? Reed Richards across multiple boxes.
That would be that'd be pretty awesome, actually.
Him and it's as himself makes the diorama.
So my son plays a video game called Marvel Rivals, which is a bit like Overwatch. And there's a healer character in that called Jeff the Land Shark.
Yes.
And that'd be quite a fun miniature to paint, I suppose.
He exists, Steve. If you get the Gwenpool figure, Jeff is on there.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
And Steve, if you probably didn't see my post, I sent you on Instagram, but if you go to the AMG stand at the UK Games Expo,
yeah,
if you go to a demo stand, if you go to the demo and play a demo game,
Yeah.
They will give you a QR code to get 10% off your purchase.
Oh, cool. And that obviously applies to Crisis Protocol or SharePoint.
I think it's probably anything that they're demoing.
Yeah.
Get a wet palette, they said. It'll clean up your workspace, they said. Man.
You
okay, Craig?
I'm doing fine. Lot of concentrating.
Okay.
So, Dave, do you have to sign up at the expo for demos, or is it just come grab a table and?
For demos, I think it's wait in a queue.
Queue?
So you want to get there early. We are me and Steve are going to go to the preview night, so we're hoping to get some access then. Yeah, we're hoping we get a little bit of early access, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get to the shop or get tickets. But yeah, generally the demo tables you queue up,
Okay.
so it can be a mad rush sometimes.
The one that you normally queue the longest for, or there is the longest queue for, I should say, is Shatterpoint.
Mm.
Makes sense.
Consistently for the last 2 years, it's been that way.
I need more Shatterpoint minis now that you mention that.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun painting. I've really enjoyed the Shatterpoint.
I mean, I don't even have the core box. I just got a set with Luke, Leia, Lando, and R2, and then a set with Darth Vader and a couple stormtroopers. And that's about it as far as Shatterpoint goes. And I need to fix that. But man, they just keep on coming out with really cool superheroes.
I'll tell them to stop.
Would you please? I mean, either way, my wallet suffers. So
Yeah. That is true.
Ooh, we're coming down to the last kind of 10 minutes.
We just passed the hour mark.
I know. That went fast. We hit the zone.
yeah, we did.
What else is there? That one. I can potentially do that. Dum-dum-dum. There's your whispering friend there, Craig. Kelly.
Shut up, lady. I'm trying to paint.
Right, what we do then? Let's swap things around a little bit. We've got 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes, but the pressure's now on. We're going to move into. We're going to go mutant upgrade. Here we go. Mutant upgrade. Here it comes. Pressure's on.
Man, where was this all stream? Come on. Yeah, let's freaking go.
I think that one sounds a bit weird. I mean, there's a lot of blowing around there. We lost Kelly, by the way.
No.
I don't know when he dropped, but we lost him. couldn't handle the 10-minute pressure. And those winds, the howling winds. Here we go. He's back.
He's back.
Ah!
Stupid internet is stupid.
What can I do? That one. Right. There's a lot of wind. So I'm going to go back to Overglade now. The pressure is on so much we lost Kelly. So
Are you kidding me? I was getting into that.
Let's try something else and let's keep with the fantasy turns. Let's see what we got as we go to war in the last 4 minutes. 4 minutes, guys. Pressure's on. 4 minutes.
Heck yeah, I'll fight a war in 4 minutes.
Just watch me fight a war in 4 minutes.
Two minutes. And then it's brushes down. Do a quick showcase. And vote for the winner. On the first episode of our Marvel Crisis Brush Off. I'm just doing some of the explosive lifts. That was getting loud. Under Captain Marvel. It's going to require a bit more than that, but hey, it's a start.
Yeah.
We can do that next time.
The unfortunate thing about all these cool effects are I feel so compelled to paint glowy bits now
Yeah.
that I start inventing them.
20 seconds. I lied. Brushes down.
Okay.
Cool. Here we go. Let's turn that off. Right. Kelly, let's go around the table and let's go see what you got. And then painters, we get to vote. Boom.
Well, what
Okay.
we have here is basic little Scott Summers,
Yeah.
leader of a merry band of mutants you might know as the X-Men.
Or
That looks
Captain
very good.
Jonas.
Very nice. Very nice.
Not bad for coming from some base coats and having an Elvis chick whisper in my ear every couple of minutes.
Yeah. It's amazing what I can do for you.
I mean,
Looking good. Steve, you ready? Are you zoomed in?
Nope. Let me wake my mouse up.
Craig, should we go to you?
Go on, I'm ready now.
There you go. Shoom.
So
It's
I
looking like a
base
big mini,
coat
isn't
skin
it?
tone. It is a big mini, yeah. Yeah, it is.
oh,
big
he's
mini.
a chunk.
Some fiddly bits. There is some fiddly bits to get into. Like painting the back of the
Oh,
arms is
yeah.
quite difficult. So I did the helmet, which is a darker metal.
Yeah.
And I tried to just get some highlights on there. Not quite finished, and it needs a wash on. And then I started to base coat the top half. That's Parasite brown. I started a layer on. Probably needs another layer, but I thought as soon as we were finishing up, I would do a little bit of line work on the shirt.
Yeah.
Just to show some of the detail that is on the miniature. And I've obviously got a lot of shading to do on the arms and the body because there's just a hell of a lot of muscle tone.
I like the way you've got Juggernaut is holding a traffic light, and then Kelly's Wolverine is standing on top of a traffic light.
Yeah,
Cyclops.
and the traffic lights that you get in the core box or in the original core box are exactly the same as these. They just have a little stand on the bottom. So it's the consistency is really good. Yeah, it looks like a simple miniature, but it really isn't. There's so much definition on there.
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done.
I've enjoyed painting that.
Craig, over to you.
Oh,
There he is. There he is.
Oh wow,
That's awesome.
that is very good.
Craig, dude.
Getting there with it.
And did you use the new AMP paints for this? Is this the...
I used one of the AMP paint. No. Well, wait. No, I did not. I just used Flame On Caramel Brown was one of the signature paints. I've used a little Camo Green.
Liking those colors.
And dark yellow green. And then the Camel Brown and a little bold Pyro Red.
Cool. Very nice.
That does look very good.
And Steve, you have to control the cameras when Steve comes back.
Yes, sir.
There it goes. Whooshum.
It was nearly there. Nearly there.
Yeah.
Almost.
No. Not gonna focus.
But we can
No.
see you've painted the skin and the hair.
Yeah, I've done the skin and the hair. I did two on the skin. So the first one she looked dead. So I added a pink tone to it.
Yeah.
And that's much better. Which is good.
Hang on, let me go back because I was just adding Craig back in.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, you finished. That is table ready.
That is done. That is definitely table ready. Look. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I'm pleased with that.
What type of base
Four
does she
colours.
on? Is she just on? Is she on a flat base or?
I haven't put on a base yet, but she comes with a takeoff base. So
Take
she
off,
comes
yeah.
with that.
Okay, yeah.
I've just done a grey and a yellow, and then I'll put the orange around that one.
Yeah.
So we can see the stuff. And then next time we'll come back. Next time I'll get some more made up, but we're going to be doing Captain America. Bom bom bom.
Cool.
Yeah.
His pose, awesome. There we go. It's really weird to do it like this.
Yeah.
Like hello. Cannot control it. Right.
All right.
Cool. And the winner is, people. Who are you going to vote for?
Craig.
Craig. That's one.
Yeah. I think Craig. Craig gets my
I'm
vote.
going with Dave
That's
tonight.
2, 3. So me and Craig are the winners. Yeah.
You vote for yourself.
Woo!
You vote for yourself, ain't you?
There we go. I get no. You voted for me, so that was.
I voted for Craig.
Oh, did you? I thought you said Dave.
No, I voted for Craig. Dave.
Oh, right.
Craig voted for Dave, and
Oh,
clearly
there
you
you go.
voted for yourself.
There you go. So therefore, by control of the show, me and Craig both win. So if
Sound
we're gonna,
logic. That's
Batman
incredibly
Badgers panel. They come for
We
the
are-
fairness.
exactly.
Well, no, in fact,
stay
they
for
come.
the star.
They come for the custard creams. They stay for the fair.
Yeah. Right. That's it. That was a good session. I enjoyed that. That was really
Yep.
good. And the quality of the minis is superb. We didn't really get to talk about that. We will do over the coming weeks and months as we paint this up. But yeah, there's a lot more terrain to do. So we'll probably do a terrain session at some point. Let's do a terrain day.
Yeah.
But stay tuned. We're going to have some more guests. We're going to have some more painters joining us. Dallas apparently wants to come back. So who knows? Stay tuned. Come back each week. There we go.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, cool. Are we done, Steve?
Yeah. We are done.
Oh, there's a thing. Kelly had a thing there.
Yeah, I had a thing.
A thing. Not
Is it-
the
is
thing, because there's no Fantastic Four.
Well, I mean, if they do it right.
And on that note, we'll see you next time. Ta-da.